With the emergence of the new cultural movement, and specifically in the mid to late teens, the idea that the Chinese race was somehow inferior to Western races was inculcated in Chinese thought. A movement was begun to improve the people themselves. The desire to improve took many forms, and many times humanity took a back seat to the pragmatic goals of the new nationalist government. The intellectuals of the time broke with the prevailing notions of Confucian paternalistic control and insisted that the large family system, with concubines and a plethora of children, was a broken one. Instead, they rallied behind the notion of monogamous familial relations, with few children that could be effectively raised and become productive members of a new, improved society. As Western imperialism flexed its might in the face of a seemingly backward and archaic China, the realization of the potential for racial improvement, eugenics, was brought about in the latter parts of the 19th century. Eugenics became part of a mission to promulgate national affluence and martial prowess, two areas that many intellectuals considered China to be severely lacking in. It was within the context of benefiting the society as a whole rather than the individual that the eugenics debate gained traction. By the 1920s, the eugenics debate had also acquired political teeth. It was during this time that serious discussion of forced sterilization was put forth by leading eugenicists of the time. Fortunately, forced sterilization was never compulsory in Republican China. Many prominent eugenicists believed in the power of the sheer numbers of people, and if China could simply breed a higher percentage of better people, many problems facing the backward country could be fixed from the inside. By the time the Chinese suffered the invasion of Manchuria by the Japanese Empire in 1931, however, the debate was reaching more inflammatory levels as the impetus to improve the stock of the people became more poignant. It is worth mentioning that, to their credit, the Republican Chinese resisted external influences to support forced sterilization. By way of contrast, across the United States, during the 1930s, state legislators enacted sterilization laws regarding the feeble-minded. During this time, Franklin Roosevelt, a supporter of eugenics, became president. He used to talk jokingly of dealing with Puerto Rico's excessive birth rate by employing, in his own words, the methods which Hitler used effectively, referring to forced sterilization. Eventually, birth control gained popularity and became the mainstay of Chinese population control. This form of negative eugenics may have helped stem the tide of a runaway population rise, but the state was never able to implement eugenics in the way they had ultimately hoped. Nevertheless, eugenics was a major contributor to the alteration of the family unit throughout the Republican era. It is apparent that the eugenics debate continues to rage, as new birth laws and sterilization mandates are being implemented even today.